Well, hello everyone. Justyn Smith here with a Heart for Revival Ministries. We have a ministry that seeks to go across the country and help local churches in the work of the ministry. We desire to see souls saved and saints revived. To find out more about us, you can visit us online at aheartforrevival.com. You can find sermons, you can find opportunities to give online, or if you want to schedule a future meeting, you can reach out to us via our website. Now, our website is a very important place to keep up with us, especially since I have made the move away from the Facebook platform where you would constantly receive little updates, whether you realized it or not. You're keeping track of our family. And so now if you want to do so, there's one specific place to be able to receive all that information, and it is our website. Now, through our website, you can also sign up for our email updates and digitally keep up with us that way. We are at least going to have our monthly updates via that email list, but we will look to update weekly if possible, especially if there is something to update about. So if you know anything about our newsletters, there is really a big statement at the very beginning of the newsletter and then lots of rejoice points to deliver, and that's primarily how we like to keep it. We do sometimes mention some things to pray for, specifically pray for the upcoming meetings. You can find that on our calendar page on our website. But via this newsletter, we just want to remind you that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him, from Psalm 34 and verse number 8. The Lord is so good, and in light of that statement, let me introduce our rejoice points for May 2021 and remind you that all of these points have taken place since our last monthly update. Now, as we consider what the Lord has done and the reason to rejoice, let me mention point number one. The Lord provided 12 more events since our last newsletter, and that is really a substantial amount of meetings in a very short time. I think it was like a week and a half, and the meetings just started coming. And so we appreciate everyone who prayed. I know at one specific point I reached out and said, hey, if you would pray for, and people prayed. And that same week and a half, the Lord provided these 12 meetings and really exploded our spring and summer schedule all the way through the first week of August, and there's a few others spread out through the end of the year, but really the Lord has filled our spring and summer schedule, and we just want to say thank you for lifting up your voice, and thank you for praying for God to fill our schedule. We certainly appreciate it. We only had one Sunday that we were going to be at our sending church in Princeville, Illinois, but then due to sickness, I had to cancel one of the meetings, and I'm just coming off of all of that, and so I certainly appreciate the prayers that you are lifting for physical health for our family. So the Lord has provided 12 more events, and we praise the Lord for that. And the second rejoice point is the Lord has blessed with an additional supporter, and we want to rejoice with you over that. This supporter is not known to us, but this is a supporter from our local church, Princeville Baptist Church, our sending church, and we certainly want to give God the glory and praise the Lord for that anonymous supporter, which means that from our sending church, there's a total of 3 different supporters that we have, which has never been a thought. It's never been something that we have asked for, but it certainly is a wonderful thing. And we know of one other church that supports us, where somebody else within that church also supports us. And it truly is an exciting thing, because within a smaller realm or group of people, we have a greater support than sometimes is anticipated from within a supporting church. And that really is a phenomenal blessing, which allows me to be able to share with you our overall support. Now, if you were to visit our website right now, you would find at the top banner, the Lord is our great provider, and He is. And He uses people like you to help support our ministry, which has brought the total overall support level for the Smith family to 38%. 38% is a wonderful thing for us to be able to enjoy 38%, and we praise the Lord for that number. I mean, this is a greater number than when we first started out with 0%. And so 38% is a wonderful thing. It's not like, oh man, I thought we would be at a greater percent right now. I never would have imagined that we would have support to this extent. And for those of you who have listened in to our support levels, you understand that our first support level has been reached. Ministry needs, travel expenses, that's our first support level. We are on our way to fulfilling support level 2. Right now, support level 2 is at 77%. And let me draw your attention to the slide. That means 4 to 8 more supporters would allow us to reach 100% in level 2 support. And that really is a halfway point. Once we reach 100% in level 2, our overall support level would be at 50%. And so we are excited to be able to rejoice over 77% in level 2 support. The 4 to 8 more supporters, we really wouldn't know exactly how many we would need. I think the 4 more supporters would be somewhere around $100 a month. 8 more supporters would be somewhere around $50 per supporter in that monthly support level. And so 4 to 8 more supporters, man, we would love it if it was just 4 more, but if it were 16 more at a lower amount, we would certainly rejoice over that as well. So the Lord has blessed with an additional supporter to add to the list, and we're very thankful to everyone who has given over and above as well. You are certainly a blessing to us. Then let me mention rejoice point number 3, God blessed in each event. We had 2 events since our last newsletter. The early part of spring has been a little bit slower, which in hindsight has been good due to the travels, due to the illnesses that we have faced. It just allowed us not to have to cancel as many meetings. But we do praise the Lord for what He has done in each event. Really, really excited for all the details, especially in our last revival meeting. It was a Sunday through Friday revival meeting, and God blessed us with a rich Spirit in His Word. It was exciting to see the hunger of God's people, exciting to be able to have a reoccurring meeting scheduled as well, and we are looking forward to being back with that church, Lord willing, next year, our 4th time in a row, and it certainly is a blessing to have reoccurring meetings. Then rejoice point number 4, God has blessed with an upcoming trip to Alaska. And as God has blessed with an upcoming trip to Alaska, it's needful to note that we were not planning to be up in Alaska until Christmas. And we already have some schedulings taking place for the Christmas and then the new 2022 year, and we're looking forward to those. And we really weren't planning to make this trip to Alaska this summer, but Rachel's already made one with Lydia as an opportunity came to fly them up, and $15 or something like that round trip due to mileage, and they got to see the family. And then we received a scheduling for a teen rally in Homer, Alaska, coupled with the opportunity to remodel a kitchen. And so with all of those things, we have a July trip now. It's the last half of July, July 10th through the 27th. You can find out more about that on our website. Reached out to a few pastors, and man, we appreciate the pastors in Alaska. I mean, they just jumped on opportunities to schedule us, and that means a lot to us. It really does. We don't think highly of ourselves, but yet we're very, very blessed to know that you would want us to come in and minister to your people. Thank you. Now, it's not a very long trip, so there wasn't many schedulings, but you can find out more about those schedulings. I think there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 schedulings up there in Alaska, and so we certainly appreciate the opportunity to be able to come in and minister to the churches in Alaska while we were there. If we had not reached out to you, please understand we're looking forward to coming up in December as well as in January, maybe February, depends on how the Lord opens the schedule, and then also the next spring or summer. If the Lord opens the door, we'll look forward to being there. So if we have not reached out to you yet, the reason is our trip was not a very long trip. We had to get back this August to be able to preach here in the state of Illinois. the Lord's will be done, and we're just rejoicing over what God is doing. I want to thank you for watching this video. Again, my name is Justyn Smith, and we have a ministry called A Heart for Revival Ministries. If you're brand new to our ministry, we desire to come alongside the local church to see revival stirred and souls saved. Find out more about us on our website, aheartforrevival.com. And until next time, may you be richly blessed in the Lord, knowing that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Trust in him today, follow him no matter what, and watch as he provides for you and your family. God bless you, and have a wonderful day in the Lord.